Good morning, everyone. Apologies if I have a decent amount of coughing today. I am still recovering. But I thought I would at least get some playtime in, some stream time. So I can actually talk today. So, we come back to a lot of buffs. And when I say a lot of buffs, I think everything got buffed here. Except for enchanted weapons went down. Cooldowns went down. Block went up. Threshold went down. Dam reduction up. Demonic Flask went down. Ruby Chunk went down. So some stuff got debuffed here. Not too much though. Alright. Well, let's get into it. Alright. There we go. We start off with the brooms, some healing herbs, sword, and some garlic. I kind of want to try a poison build because I haven't done one before, really. Bank, and that will help. Those are all nice. And we'll start. Alright, 2 rocks and a shield. We should be able to get this. It's just based off their regen. But yeah, hopefully everyone had a good start of their week and weekend. So it looks like we should be okay here, especially since we're building up the garlic defense here before we took the fatigue damage. But we still win it. I'll still say I am technically, although I'm doing a lot better today. Thanks for asking, Jackie. Yesterday I pretty much couldn't talk at all, so the fact that I'm able to speak today is an improvement already. I do want to get these combined early on, so I think I'm going to put the frying pan in. Take the sword out, because we won't have the stamina anyway. So our 2B shovel versus their shovel and bow. We do have the regen though. plus the garlic armor. That's actually pretty good too. How could we do this to fit both in there? Like that. There's our first one. That's pretty good. I might as well put the sword in. Versing a stone throwing mage. We still come out on top though, luckily. The extra armor and healing from the bananas and garlic really help out. Okay. Let's see what we're working with. The funny thing is we have a lot of healing and armor right now. I don't think we want to do enchanted or smithing. Echoing Battle Cry could work for something like healing herbs. That'd be pretty funny, actually. Yeah, we got Rainbow Badge, too. So we could get access to the rat or the Belladonna's Shade. Or the Emerald Whelp would actually be pretty good too. I mean, if we got the Emerald Whelp, I guess the enchanted weapons would have been better, but you know, the hindsight 2020 and all that. We can also only have one unique right now, so I don't think I'll grab that. What I will do is grab the whetstone to upgrade the hero sword. And probably take out one of the garlics to get these guys in here. How would I do this? Like that. Put the pig here instead, so we can get the battle cries off the regen. get to go to the shop. Sure. Sorry to hear. Oh, that's okay. I appreciate it though. Thank you. The good news is it didn't last as long as we thought it was going to. Apparently it last to a week. But obviously for streaming and stuff, doing a week off is kind of rough. So we'll see how it does today. I don't know if I'll be going for the whole duration today that I normally do, obviously. But unfortunately we didn't get it. But if I'm doing okay tomorrow, I'm fine with continuing. But if it's worse for wear tomorrow, then obviously I'll have to wait till it's fully healed up. So, yeah. That would be kind of unfortunate, but at the same time, one of those things where, what can you do? Potion's pretty good here. Garlic. So the gloves are pretty good here, especially if we're doing the poison, because then we can build the speed up. Also, the poison slime is good. It does need 2 of them though. I think I'll buy the banana just to have it. And we'll see here. So let's see what the battle cry hits first here. They have way more damage than us though. I'll hit the pig, unfortunately. We do hit the extra regen, but it's a little too late. We'll get some more space here, which is good. Scooch these over. Sorry about that. I want to see what this amulet is. Energy. Buffs used. I don't know if we're using any buffs, but triggering that faster. It is also a start of battle. So it could trigger itself again. Should be interesting. I guess we need to have the sword in here. It's the best way we can do this then. We could put you in here and you in here. Actually, this could work. And get Shelly. They did unfortunately get the amulet that I wanted, but not much we can really do about that. It did proc the extra regen, which is nice. It procced itself for the extra 100% faster recharge. And will give us the extra regen. It looks like that'll be the difference. Very nice. Alright. Blueberry's nice too. We could scooch this this around then. Doesn't work as well. That's probably the best. Probably. We could make Pandemonium for the poison bonus. I'm gonna sell the sand to get it out of the shop. I have so much stuff in my inventory, I don't like holding it all here, but... Alright. Oh, they have a Tim with poison. Yeah, we didn't get our mushroom farm, unfortunately. We could get the extra regen though, which is pretty nice. And then Shelly's about to proc here, which will get rid of 7 poison debuffs, which will give us the win, the extra health from the subclass. So I am probably gonna go for the alchemist, I think. The unfortunate part is we don't have a lot of space. And there's the space. Okay. So... That's probably the best we're gonna get right now. We could do that. There we go. I don't think we need more bananas though. Health potion's not bad actually, because we can level it up with the cauldron. Because it is food or potion. I'm probably gonna sell this at this point. I wonder if... I'm assuming you can't re-reveal playing cards. Because once they're revealed, they're already revealed. Let me see. Yeah, it's on reveal. That would be cool though. Doesn't look like it works like that, unfortunately. Actually, what we should do is probably that. Like that. There we go. take out one of the bananas to put this here. Swap these. Make the poison slime. I guess I should have grabbed the stone skin potion, but... Cauldron procs quite quickly, actually. Which is nice. Regens, nothing to scoff at, but they actually have a lot of damage. Where's all their damage coming from? It's not just from the frying pan, is it? Yeah. Forging hammer in the pan. Wow, it's quite a bit of damage. Okay. On sale holy armor is pretty hard to pass up. Although this is the upgraded sword. How about you? That's interesting. Do I want the heroic potion? We could transition this into a different build too. Sure. I guess we should put the piggy bank in. What? I'm actually gonna sell the piggy bank. We're gonna take out one of the garlics and we're gonna put this in so that it upgrades. Oh. We don't want it to upgrade, sorry. That's my bad. We need the normal version for the frying pan. Oh my goodness. We don't have any dark stuff right now. We have one item from that. Falcon Blade is a start of battle item. So we could have them 80% faster. Which would work with the Dark Ritual too. Or girl power too. So even with just one item, that's 100% faster. That's pretty good actually. Although the vampirism could save us more. Huh. Okay. Let's go for Dark Ritual. The problem is that the Echoing Battle Cry is going to be triggering off a lot of stuff here. Although I guess the Falcon Blade would be benefiting it as well for faster triggering. I guess let's go for Dark Ritual. Present's pretty cool. I do want to get this just to get it out of the shop. I do like Present. Although we have such a small unique chance right now, which is kind of unfortunate. What would be the best way? Trying to think here. So if we had this taking one of these slots. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. So if we put the Metho Cry up top, then we have the regeneration here. With the extra amulets here. And we could have the potion with the frying pan here. Blueberry, banana, garlic, we'd have to move this around like that and then put the garlic here. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's try it. Well, they have the amulets that we wanted, which is a little unfortunate. Okay, so we got the extra regen first. Honestly, we're looking for the sword the most, which, there we go. It was triggering every 2 seconds now. Every 1.16 seconds on Cauldron, that's pretty insane. Unfortunately, we don't have any debuff removal to deal with the poison buildup. But we still win it. Okay. I'm gonna sell the pig at this point to get the extra potion. That's an extra start of battle item. So instead of 3.5, it's 1.1. That's pretty nuts. That's pretty good. So I guess putting this here would work. Again, the unfortunate part is that we haven't we haven't found any more space yet. Bag spaces are a premium that we need right now. Oh, that's pretty rough. Mana Thirst, Hungry Blade, Unhealing. Yeah, they have a lot of damage. We don't have a lot of damage output other than the poison just yet. See, I don't understand this guy. Unless you have Poison Reflect. More bag space is always welcome. Mana Orb is a decent purchase here. Unfortunately, we're really looking for other things here. So we might have to nix this for now. And try something a little different. So we want this in for sure. We want you... Where could we hit the most food? Here. If we had another blueberry, we could put it here as well. Because this is a pretty funny thing if we do it here. So we put like the banana here for now, that up there, and then Dark Ritual here. So my reason behind this is the Falcon Blade will speed up not just the Garlic and the Dark Ritual, right? It'll also speed up the Echoing Battle Cry, which would speed it up again, eventually, increasing the speed of the Garlic here, which will benefit this as well. Then we'll get the extra Vampirism off the Blood Amulet, but then we'll gain an extra armor from the Holy Armor. And this will help us with any poison debuffs as well. So we're going to lose a lot of regen out of this, but I think that's the best that we got at the moment. I would prefer if this was buffing this, but I think that's the best course of action. I'm trying to think if we did this instead, we'd lose an extra buff off that. I think that's okay though. Yeah, let's start with that. I do want to not have that though. They have a lot of shields and strip, which is a little unfortunate. Ow. The good news is because we have both refund amulets, it will refund a bunch of the mana. But unfortunately, 45 damage is pretty insane. Okay. Let's see. I don't want it. I don't want to have the utility pouch, to be honest, but that is an interesting idea. Yeah, it's too much. Okay. I think I want the regen over that. Let's save our last 2 gold and just... Actually, I want to do that. This has the beginnings of a decent armor build, so...
Yeah.
Even though we didn't get a ton. Oh, it missed. That's unfortunate. There we go. Okay. That's what I wanted to see. Actually, all of that.
Yeah.
Alright, what do we got here? Regeneration, health and armor with a torch. Wait, I thought I had... There we go. Apparently, even if you don't have them on, it has them on for your opponent. Ooh, that was close though. Okay. So I want to get this combined early. There we go.
Yeah.
They have quite a bit combined already. Shovel plus a sword plus a pan. Although they do have less stamina. Thanks to our banana. Alright. After rage ends, after 4 seconds, enter rage for 60% of the duration. Which is pretty good. But if we're going for like a armor build, stoned was pretty good here, since we have... Oh, there you go. Oh, if I was thinking I should have grabbed the other one there. The frying pan is what my brain is trying to say. Because the shovels can dig stones out for us. I'll save the gold, I think. We can put the sword in, though. Because the shell totem's gonna be good.
Okay.
That's a lot of spikes. Plus vampirism early. Luckily we have garlic and they don't have any bonus regeneration, but 6 spikes, 8 spikes, that's rough. Yep. Okay. What are we to do here? I want to get that out. That's not gonna work. Then we'll do this. No, that won't work either. We need to do it this way. There we go. Wanted to make sure it's getting as many triggers as possible here. It is a bit unfortunate that we've not found any stones yet. So that would be very helpful right now. Although a 7 in power hitting shovel, it's also pretty good. Oh hey, we found the other axe. A little late, but that's okay. So then what we can do here is move this over. Oh, it's because of the shell totem. There's another one. That'd be nice. Same with you. Although we need to find more wooden swords for that to work. I think getting the second shovel helping us out is pretty important here. So let's move some stuff around really quick here. Move that there. What else? Kind of want to reserve those and grab the pig. We're definitely going to be out of stamina quite a bit on this one, but shouldn't be too bad. Getting the extra blind off is really nice too. So even though they had the potion, we still give them a bonk. Alright. Their stamina bag is pretty good here. Customer card's pretty good too, actually. And customer card's pretty good, actually. I think we should move these over here. Grab the blueberry. Do we even want the armored slime at this case? Honestly, I think the cheese slime or the king slime will be better. The shield's pretty good though. Another bag of stones is pretty funny. The only problem is we have no stones. Let's get that, because then we can get more bag space out of it. And we'll save our last gold.
Yeah.
It's funny because I generally, my voice gets louder when I get more excited most of the time. But every time it happens, it hurts. So I'm trying my best not to. Alright. Ooh. We do get our heal back from subclass though. So what would be the best one for this? Probably... Pack leader would be good for the empower. That's a great. I think we'll go wolf. Wait, I'm confused. I don't... We always had the 2 garlics. What did they dig up? I'm very confused now. Wisdom puppy is important here. We definitely want to upgrade him. I'm gonna sell the garlics here. We're gonna have to rearrange this a little bit. Scooch that over. So it gets the crit chance, but we really need this space.
Okay.
For no apparent reason, our backpack looks like a... What are the square pistols from Borderlands? Oh, I can't remember which ones. They weren't the Atlas brand. Maybe Theodora? Can't remember. Or I guess the laser pistol from Fallout has that square back. Both of us have a pretty decent defense build too, but they have more ramp damage on their thing, so that's unfortunate. Mostly thanks to the lamp. Snow cake, huh? I mean, that does kind of help in a sense of... It slows the opponent down. So for us, what would the best unique be for right now? Probably Q-Bert. Or Time Dilator. Or the artifact stones, those could be good too. Or the stone badge. All of those would be nice. I don't know if the snow cake is good right now since we only have one unique spot too. But getting a health potion upgrade's pretty good here. So I'm tempted to do something like this. And then that. So we're getting the most out of the hold armor. We want the blueberry and garlic buffing from there. The wisdom puppy doesn't do much from there, so guess that's what we'll live with for now. I guess we could just put the garlic in here for good measure. And let's save our gold and keep going.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks that we haven't found any stones yet. We've had like one of the best setups for it so far. But unfortunately, we haven't had the other puzzle pieces. Oh my goodness, we're having a rough time. So let's see. Blood manipulation's pretty good here. Enchanted weapons. I think blood manipulation's probably better. Because with a decent amount of food, we're going to be healing. And then we're going to have... Although enchanted weapons are good if we can actually find the stones. But I think blood manipulation will be the way to go. Speaking of, the lightsaber's pretty good for the slime, I think, right? I still think the cheese one is the better one, though. What is the vampiric potion again? I can't remember here. I never make it. When both players drop below 80% health, consume this and gain 3 vampirism and deal 15 damage with 100% lifesteal. See, that would be better if we had the snow cake. But I think the ongoing regen is better because we have the unhealing through blood manipulation. So I'm going to wait on that. There's our first rock. Okay. I do want to combine those. Actually, I want to sell these two to get the pig. You know what? Maybe we do something like this instead then. So we can really start rolling to see if we can get the stuff we need, because we don't have it yet. We're gonna need the banana in there, I think. And what we could do is do that instead. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Now the problem is we still don't have a lot of damage though, but we do have a decent amount of crit. Plus we're getting in power from the wolf emblem if we have at least 10 armor, which we're finding a little difficult to keep up with. That poison damage is really painful. Oh, that's That's unfortunate. If I was paying a little more attention, I forgot that that was our last one. I probably would have rolled away the... pigs, because there's no point in keeping them if you're gonna die. Alright, we do that. Grab that next time. Grab the stone now that we know that that can happen. My goodness. So if they miss here, no, not quite. Oh, we got it. Okay, so we're gonna grab that, that, pause those two. I think I want the extra gold here. And then add the damage. Looks like they're also a little starved on inventory space. Although they have Empower and the shield, so I think they're gonna win this one. Yeah, especially when the dagger hits for so much. Hey, we got our first bag open. Let's go. Alright. I would like the banana in there. I think the gold's more important, though. Although I guess we could just take the broom out. Yeah, we're not doing enough to run out of stamina here. Although maybe we will with the gloves benefiting it. Lozenge time. Okay. So most of the damage we're actually taking is from spikes here, but... Ooh, that was close though. Not quite enough. We got dig deeper. I mean, we do have a lot of armor for Smelly Wall. But I think we gotta try dig deeper. Do we take the dagger? I don't think so. That's great, though. There we go, that's probably the best way of doing it. Then we can put the banana in and the extra garlic and just throw the rock in there. This is great, actually. We just need to get another frying pan. Alright. already got the hero's longsword going, which is pretty good. Bonk. Deck of cards to start with, huh? I mean, we could try that. The deck of cards is good. What I want to do, I think, is definitely make sure we have the shovel in. Make the hold all, because that's pretty important here. Make sure to dig deeper in there as well as our star. I don't think we're gonna win this one necessarily, but I'm gonna speed it up a little bit here. Yeah, they have more healing and damage output. Right. And what we'll do is we'll keep the stuff out of there for now. The piggy banks can actually do that here. Actually, trying to think of the best way of doing this, but I guess what we can do is something similar to that. Like that. There we go. Put the shovel in. Actually, we'll just sell the shovel at that point. We could... So we could do some ramp here with Goobert. There's our shovel, bag space, extra stones. Works for me. You know what? I think what I want to do here is actually have this in. Sell one of the piggy banks to get the shovel up. Been running here. I'm gonna move you out and have a second banana in. Ooh. Poison with rocks and stacking magic staff is kind of rough. It's pretty close, but oh, we lost by 2 HP. That's rough. So I guess this is once again the point that we sell the pigs. They are actually helping us out with some regeneration here. Customer card and second slime sounds pretty good to me. Probably sell one of the garlics to get the second customer card. There we go. Alright, let's see what happens. 2 healing potions is a little rough. Plus they have flame sword. It would be different if we had more damage ramp, but we don't have any right now. We do get our subclass, which means we heal up. On sale. I think I'm just gonna go with the lock. Present. No, I mean, I would definitely... You know what, I'm gonna sell these, I think. Let's go with it. Let's go full random here. I'm probably gonna sell the pigs at this point too, to get that extra regen in there. Might as well buy the fanny pack. The extra regen in there. I think on the best way of doing this here. Right to the hero sword. Because if we upgrade to the hero sword, we could upgrade this to the armor slime. And when we upgrade this to the armor slime, that could be the damage up that we need for the shovels. We haven't really gotten a lot of great things off of the dig deeper yet. Last time I played it, we got a decent amount more. Like we got completed, upgraded holy armor and weapons and stuff like that. This is definitely the random build though. Oh, not quite. So a burning torch, it's not bad. Flawless emerald. Ruby dragon. Every 4 seconds, remove a buff from each type of your opponents. Pretty great. I don't care about the dragon claws because we don't have a way to enrage. Um, heart container's pretty good. Health is pretty good too. %80 chance to inflict 2 poison. I think the poison's gonna be really good here. So I'm gonna do this instead. Because then this is also buffing the damage of the shovel there. Ooh, they have Tim. Gonna steal our buffs. Luckily for us, we have our miss struggles here. Getting rid of theirs. Oh my goodness. Okay. We got a perfect topaz, which is great. Probably sell the ruby egg here. Inflict 4 blind. That's not bad. I mean, 5 random buffs, so going to 10 random's pretty good too. Extra vampirism might be nice. I think super spacious is gonna be the way we want to go here. So we do want to swap this around a little bit here. Oops. So we're going to want the shovels probably here. So we're going to want the slime here because we want it to buff the damage of them. We're probably going to want these to increase the speed of whatever is buffing it as well. Which in this case would be like probably the bananas. Oil lamp's pretty funny too. So 35% extra attack speed or just the stamina regen? I think the stamina regen is probably going to be better here. I don't even have anywhere to put the healing potion if I grabbed it. I guess we could. now. Okay. Oh, they got a fancy fencing rapier, which is not great. Less stamina usage is kind of scary too. Now we are getting rid of their power and spikes, which is pretty nice, thanks to Miss Struggles. And our shovels are gaining a decent amount of damage here. Yes. Wow. We outsped the fancy fencing rapier in shovel damage, which is pretty good. Oh my goodness. Wait, we got a platinum customer card out of that too. Okay. And a mana orb. Okay. So the problem is we're gonna have to sell a bunch of this stuff in order to get... I think the crown's the most important piece here. I think we're gonna sell these because I don't think we're gonna use those ever here. Grab you, we're gonna grab you. Probably that's the best spot for you. So we get the regen in there, I suppose. Or I guess we could just do that. This is a very weird random build, but I love it. So they're gonna do some damage to us in burst here. They do have the shield, which is a bit annoying, but it doesn't bother us too much here. And once we generate 10 mana from the mana orb here, we're gonna go invulnerable for a moment, which is pretty handy. We just need one more proc. Now keep in mind they're gonna regenerate here. Yep, there we go. The good thing is that we do have lifesteal now on the shovels, which are hitting pretty hard now. Yeah, thanks to the lock as well as the oil lamp buffing it, plus the steel slime buffing it. It's pretty good. Oh my goodness. Another customer card. Happy Bomb, which doesn't really help us here. I guess the chili peppers are technically better, in the sense it'll help us with debuffs as well. Book of Ice we're not going to use here. I don't know. I mean, the Hungry Blade is nice. Because we could technically transition to it over here. So if I put... something like that we could work with. Damage dealt, inflict debuffs. We don't have a lot of ability damage right now. So what would I do? Take out present for now. Bring this... no, that wouldn't work. We're using 2 per second though, which is kind of rough. But we are still regenerating 45% faster technically. The toad's actually not the worst here, because the Hungry Blade will be using our buffs technically. Ooh, they have thorns and poison and cold. But they don't have heat generation, so we should be okay for the most part. We're also taking away their power. They are gaining a lot of spikes though, which is a little unfortunate with poison. It's gonna be close. Oh, we went invulnerable. Oh my goodness, that was such good timing. We found space as well. Look at this large, chunky lad we have now. Okay. Dragon Claws don't help us at all. So we can get you there. Honestly, what I might want to do is this instead. So that we can get... it won't really work. You can do it like that, though, to get double speed on this banana. We'd like to put present back in if we can. But we don't really have a great spot for it yet. Fancy fencing is pretty decent. Do I only need one chili? Oh, we could make it. Okay. So... That's good. They have dragons and lots of buffs. Double flame sword too. The good thing for us too though is because the weapons are in the relic case, it also will reduce the stamina that they take as well. But my goodness, these guys do a lot of damage. Now, luckily we do heal and armor up a decent amount here, but they have a tremendous amount of health. Oof. Unfortunate. That was cool though. Alright, let's see what we got next.
Fire.
Pyromancer with skull badge. Okay. Alright, I like this start. On sale. Yeah, let's grab it anyway. Let's see. Those are good. Don't know if I want the shell totem just yet. I have a shield, which will help them quite a bit. But us inflicting those debuffs is quite beneficial. Very nice. Okay. So we'll do that. Probably take this out for now. Grab the healing. Frying pan. This one's a little more difficult because they also have the torch. We do have the debuffs and a little bit more healing through the pepper. So I think we have this one. Yep. That regen. Super helpful. So it looks like we're gonna go for a burning sword right away here. Do we want the shiny shell? I mean, if we go for the holy armor, they're not that bad. I guess mine as well. If nothing else, they fill up our inventory space for now. Ooh. They also have regen, but then they have the enrage armor. Although we do have more healing overall and debuffs. It would be really nice if we got that blind up and they missed with the axe. Like that. That time they hit. Oh. Very close. Burning Sword and Burning Blade use 60% minus stamina, and after 7 seconds gain 1 heat for each flame. Since we already have one of them, that's pretty good. Shielded's pretty good too, especially because the goal was to go for the armor. So, let's see. Use heat to heal and cleanse debuffs. I mean, that's pretty good. We're going to gain a ton of heat from the different surrounding items as well. Extra 30% chance to block is nice too. Although the fact of them using 60% less stamina is pretty huge here. Because then we could get a couple of them, which would mean they'd be generating a ton of heat. So I think we're going to go with that. There we go. We're gonna need those. And the flames are really important too. You know what, I might just buy the blueberry to get it out of the shop for now.
Higher.
Enchanted weapons will be pretty good too. Let's see. Because the enchanted weapons will give us more generation for heat on the swords themselves. Right. No reason not to take it on discount, that's for sure. I guess it would be better off like this, but the flames in there. Super buff that pig. I do want the whetstone because I do want to put the shepherd's crook above the burning blades when we can. But I also want the whetstones as much as possible because we need to level up our burning blades into the long swords. Burning coal is actually pretty good here too. We do want the slime, and there's the extra burning sword.
Higher.
The buff torch. It's gonna do a decent amount of damage, but I don't think the slime is getting buffed fast enough for us to really care too much about it. It's also not in their backpack, so they're not getting the lifesteal off of it, which is pretty good for us. Okay. Well, we're gonna do that. for sure here. Swap those out. I don't think I need the star in right now anyway. Those are good though. Might as well put the burning coal on the weapon. No reason to let it go by. They have double spear, which is kind of rough. But we don't really have a lot of armor for them to remove. It's just a lot of damage. 5 to 10 each. Plus the double. Yep. That's unfortunate. Well, there's the shield. It's not on sale or anything though. So we don't get much out of it this early on. I think I kind of want it like that. One thing we're a little short on because we just haven't found much of it is bank space here. There's one. We're using 1.1. So I feel confident enough to swap these out. So that I can have the pig here, which is going to give us extra health. And then give us some extra regeneration there, which will give us the extra max health as well. That's a pretty big hammer. So during enrage, it's 80, 120% faster. That's a little unfortunate. There's the enrage. But the problem is that he doesn't have the stamina to actually hit with it that much. So I believe it's 2.5. No, it's 3 stamina. That was so close though. We do unlock our subclass. Protect your buffs from removal and your opponent's buffs from cleansing for each holy item. Chance to blind. It's honestly a hard pick. Friendly fire is really nice. 5 luck, 15 regen, and then 100 damage. But the problem is that we're actually going to be reducing our flame over time too, because we're using the holy armor to heal. And the holy armor plus all the surrounding items like this are holy. So I think the Crusader is probably going to be a bit more beneficial for us. Friendly fire is pretty good though. We do have a little bit of mana regen thanks to the blueberries as well. But the problem is the blueberries can't keep up with it, so we'll have to get more. Which isn't necessarily the worst thing. I guess it depends on how fast we're generating the heat here. Although if friendly fire is on top of the flame weapons that we have, I think we should be okay. I'm just a bit concerned about buff removal from opponents, which Crusader really helps with, obviously. Yeah, plus it removes 2 of their buffs and gives us 2 regen, which is pretty nice overall. But I think Firebender is going to be the way to go here. Like that. Grab the extra space. The gloves. What we should do, I think, is move these over. Like that. So we can have the extra flame so it's all the way around him. I'm gonna grab the slime because we do want to make the chili. Okay, never mind. What we're gonna do instead is take these out. 5, 6, 7. Get the whole doll. There's our extra mana regeneration too. We also... We want the flame, but I don't know if it's a case of I want to buy it from the shop here instead. This will be a huge help though. Okay, just one moment. I have to run to the washroom really quick before we start the next fight. Thank you guys. I'll be right back. Appreciate you. Let's get back into it. So... Yes. That's a lot of biggie bangs. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of damage. Holy cow. Alright, well, we got some more space at least. There we go. Probably do something like that. Toad's good here because we can because whenever they use buffs and you are using mana, so I don't think this is counting the Everburning in here. Another slime, huh? Maneki Neko could give us more space, but again, for the price, it's a little hard. That's our next sword. So I'm actually going to do that. And we'll switch this down here so it gets the extra trigger speed. So that's a lot of armor. They're also going to be stripping our buffs quite a bit, and this is why I was wanting something like the banner, but we just got him thanks to the extra 100 damage, so it's a little hard to complain. Effect durations. I don't think we have any effect durations, unfortunately. Solaris is pretty good, though. So, 15% chance to duplicate any flame you gain. Obviously, we're getting a lot of it. The Sun Shield. Chance to gain flame when it blocks, but the biggest thing is when sun armor uses heat, you have a chance you gain armor. So I think we're gonna go with that. It's almost hilarious that so far we have only found fanny packs. Sure, why not? So we still need do I need the gloves at this point? I mean, they're nice, but not really. I want to buy this just to get it out of the shop. And then roll. We got a deck of cards, which is pretty funny. But no. There we go.
Fire!
Ooh, hey, okay. It's a lot of spikes. Luckily for us, though, that's fine. Doesn't matter too much. Very nice. Oh my goodness, we get a holy armor on sale too. That's so good. Okay. How should we go about this then? I do want this here still. There we go. Probably move this around a little bit. What are you? Damage amulet. That could work. once again, the toad's a pretty good purchase here because we can put both of them here on the friendly fire, so it will generate more mana and luck for us. This is working out pretty well, actually. So we're gonna get blinded quite a bit here, as well as take some decent poison. But luckily for us, because the holy armor's in 3 fanny packs, it's triggering a lot faster here. So it's going to be cleansing a lot of those poison stacks. Now, it probably won't be cleansing. No, it is actually keeping up quite nicely. Nice. Okay. So, with the sun armor, fire items count as holy, which means they will benefit from the start of battle effect. Which is obviously pretty nice. So, what I'm thinking of is probably reorganizing this a little bit. Oh, do I want to do this? So we want this whole sun armor triggering as much as possible, and the reason for that is that it's going to be giving us armor and healing and debuff removal. The armor is thanks to the Solaris here. So we also want the slimes triggering off of it when they can as well. We're going to fill this up with fire, obviously. I want to actually move this over here, I think, like that. The only... Trying to think of the best way of doing this here. No, that's not what I wanted. Like that. We can grab this and put the other sword there. Okay. That triggers quite quickly over here. Actually, if we're doing that, this might be better over here. I guess that's inside the pack. Yeah, it's probably gonna be better. We do want something here that triggers often, but we don't really have anything just yet. So we could put a toad. What else? That doesn't really work there. Could put you there. Something like that. for now, we could put the other frog down here. That's actually fantastic. We put you there instead of that. That way we could have... Honestly, in that case, we could do blueberry, blueberry, banana. I guess this triggers way faster, so that's probably a better one to have here. So we'd want it like this instead. A little hard to do with this right now, that's for sure. What else? I guess if we're doing 2, might as well have it there. Go with that. Because we are looking for... we are looking for... what? Gems, mostly, right now. We're also looking for... obviously the rest of the bag space, but we need the whetstones. Take the bag space though. Prismatic orb's actually pretty good here, because all of the fire items around the armor count as holy as well. That's a lot of spikes. Uniquely unique on the flute. It's interesting. So it's definitely not keeping up with our heat generation. Very nice. Can I just say how happy my brain is with like the symmetry of this build so far? We can just put the flames in here for now. Well, there's one whetstone. I believe we need 2. Yeah, we need 2. I'm gonna skip this then. That's also pretty good. I don't think we're gonna need another banana here. So we are mainly looking for whetstones or bag space like that. Extra healing, might as well throw that on the armor here. Flame staff. So they are going to regenerate here. But that extra speed really helps the sun armor. It would be even better if we had also found the shielded. I think this would be doing even better. But I do think that the Everburning's a pretty good choice here. Because you can see over this, right? I mean, the burning swords themselves are doing okay damage. But it's the rate that they're doing it now. Like, even though... I mean, they are gaining damage from the flame generation too, so I guess that's... you know, that's stacking as well. I do want to see what this is. Trigger the pet and gain thorns. Thorns helps us a little bit. More unintentionally than intentionally. In the fact that hold on, let me finish my thought here. It'll help us unintentionally in the fact of there we go. Sorry, my brain. It'll give, Amulet of the Wild will give an extra trigger on our little toad fellow, but also it will help out with the, if they have debuff removal, or if they have buff removal for us, it gives them a little bit of extra things they need to get through. It's not a huge amount, but it is better than nothing. The other thing too, which is kind of unfortunate, is we have a lot of space up here that we could be using. But let's see. Draconic Orb is pretty nice too, in the sense of we do have melee weapons, so we're going to be damaging ourselves with spikes if they have it. So maybe that's worth it. Bag space. Blueberries is pretty good too. This is a pretty funny build so far. Oh, that's an interesting thing to do. On hit, gain heat when you have at least 12% chance to stun your opponent. I don't think I've ever seen the Ruby Chonks, but it didn't help them. I mean, we could. Would it be silly? Yes. Could we do it though? Yes. Am I going to? Probably. We'll reorder things afterward. I was gonna say the only thing that can get through this probably is huge ramp damage, but that's one of those things, especially with all of those buffs. 114 non-crits with poison, stun, crit chance, crit damage, crit chance, crit damage, damage below half health, faster attack. That's insane. No. 303. That's insane. Okay, so I'm gonna reorganize this a bit again here. We're gonna probably move these up to the top. So, what would be the best case here? Something like this. And then more on this side. Because then we can put fire in the middle, which will benefit both of them. Actually, we should put... we should move this over. here. And the reason for that is that we want the other guy in there the most. There we go. So we could have him here. So we do need to be mindful of where we're going to put the slimes. Which for now, it'll probably be like that. I do want Solaris to be in here. There we go. We can have you in there because you're pretty tiny. We're losing a couple by doing that, but I think that's probably going to be the best here. We could lose a little bit of heat here and put these guys over here. So they're still going to have a decent amount of heat. And then we could put another line under here afterward. What else? So that one's not really getting affected, so we could move that over. Extra bag space, we could plug the hole there with it. Actually, you could go there. Let's scooch this over to combine. Bag space is perfect. I think that's probably... Actually, no, that's probably better. I'm gonna be procking off that way more. There's some extra as well. There's our extra whetstone, okay. So I think for now... this is gonna be better off. Probably like that.
Higher.
That's a little spooky though. That's a lot of spikes. Luckily, again, the Draconic Orb will help us by removing some spikes. Definitely won't be enough looking at the build, but... the problem is the shield's also blocking a lot, but we definitely have the ramp to deal with it. Oh, I didn't know you could move that. So yeah, look at that. That's pretty good. Alright, so this is gonna evolve now into the Burning Blade. So it's 100% chance to gain on attack now. Attacks at the same speed, but does gain more damage out of it. Oh, hey, there's another one too. could move them up one. Try to think the best way of doing this here without having to move too many things later on. You just scooch this up. That's what's there. There you go. So use more fire room here. Put the regen up there. Pick that up. Just to give it a little extra boost. Oil lamp's pretty funny, but I don't think we need it. We're looking for the rest of our bag space or some other items here. I mean, we could combine it just because there's only 2 more rounds left. Although I guess it wouldn't combine. Because we only have those 2 rounds left, now that I'm thinking about it. Because if we did this, it would combine to the hero sword, then it would take another to combine to the fire sword, so that doesn't really work. So unfortunately, we'll probably just sell these here. Which will at least get us the... I think I want to grab the divine potion here. Strictly for the reason thus said. Oh, it's a similar build, but they went with the banner instead. So they do have the better shield, though. But we have more armor generation. The biggest thing is, does their Staff of Fire stack up faster than ours? That does not seem to be the case. Wow, that's a huge difference. I mean, we have a lot of heat generation, so... we don't really have anything else to add to the build here. Maybe just get this for the extra spot. Art container. Technically, we could get... we have to put it there, which we could do. We don't really need the garlic at this point, so let's put that there. Alright, so we have a ton of heat generation, not only from the flames themselves, but the Draconic Orb, Friendly Fire. The Sun Armor gives us a lot of flame to start. Ever Burning is going to give us a ton more. The Chilly Slime's giving us a ton, same with the other one. The Burning Sword and the Burning Blade are giving us heat on hit, but they also have a high chance of giving us more heat on hit with the Burning Coal. And for every time that the Sun Armor uses heat to heal us and get rid of debuffs, we're gaining armor on top of that. And then every time they consume or give us buffs, we're healing and gaining luck and mana on top of it. Not to mention we're getting a little bit of spikes, thanks to Amulet of the Wild. Plus we're inflicting a decent amount of damage here with the Amulet of Darkness. And on top of that, some random debuffs with the Skull Badge. I mean, that's pretty good overall. Not to mention the Heart Container. Because with all the heat, this thing is going to stack up crazy quick. That's a lot of daggers, though. Oh, they made the rainbow slime. Heal, armor, vampirism, blind, poison. And all of the daggers gain damage. That's pretty rough, actually. Bagtacular would have been great with us. Look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We found 9 fanny packs, which is insane. Alright. So they are going to hit us pretty hard here, especially when they stun. But, I don't think they can out-armor us. Wow, that was crazy. Very nice. Nice. Oh, I think there was... Was there something else too? Oh. So I wanted to show this because I think... Yeah, so we ended on the loss last week, but this was one that we, I don't remember how to play. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
This is one that we came, I did last, at the end. So we got uniquely unique onto a fancy fencing rapier with a flawless sapphire, with a time dilator, with a time melting, which makes our berserk battle rage last longer, and the blinds last longer, plus all the regeneration. So this was just insane. Fancy fencing rapier just absolutely going nuts for a 0.58 attack speed with 800 damage. Yeah, it was pretty fun. The funniest thing about this, I'm pretty sure, was that the only thing was the food and the time dilator, as well as the fancy fencing rapier that have time or cooldowns. So the time dilator itself was just destroying. It was really fun. So I thought I'd show that really quick. Alright, let's go on to the next one. Okay, we have a duffel bag berserker. Starting with 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's not bad. What do we got here? Amulet of Darkness is not what I'm hoping for. It is an interesting start, though. I guess it depends on how fast or how much it procs off the sword here. Oh my goodness, they hit us really hard at the start there. Wow, we got him. Very Nice. So I don't know what we're going for yet. The forging hammer is good because you need it to upgrade certain things with the duffel bag. But I don't know if that's what we're going to be going for yet. I don't think it counts towards our unique, so might as well pick it up now. That's pretty good. I'll grab the rock. It's every 3.5, so still better than that.
Okay.
2 swords into a flaming sword already. Round 2, which is pretty nuts. Although we do have the life steal and the damage reduction, so that's not too bad, even though they have double our health. Which is pretty insane. Do I want to pick up the flawed topaz? Not really. Those are pretty nice, though. Do I want the broom, then? Not really. But it really depends what our starting skill will be, I think. So I want to keep the stone just in case we get the ability to do that build. Because I really want to make a stone build work, but we haven't been able to, unfortunately. Oh, close, but not quite. Okay, so we don't get that. We do get shielded, though. We could try for an mana build. That'll be interesting. What else? We could try doing a different build with like katana or something like that. Or prismatic sword. I think doing a prismatic sword would be interesting. But I kind of want to do mana. Just because I want to try it. So let's try shielded here. Do I want to take the forging hammer out for now? I think so. Because I want the pig in here. I'm gonna sell the rock to pick this up.
Yeah.
Oh, they got uniquely unique. That's unfortunate. Oh, it doesn't look like quite enough. So we do... Well, there's a mana orb right now. I don't think I want to make the staff out of it, though. Because the staff itself... Yeah, we can't really make any of those. I'm pretty sure the demonic flask is only for Reaper, right? Is it a Reaper exclusive? It is, okay. Oh, there we go. Those are pretty nice. Put that up there. Shielded doesn't really do anything for us right now, so there's no point in us having it in there. But we could combine those two.
Okay.
Alright, so less damage at the start, which is fine by me. The slow is kind of annoying, but... we are getting rid of their regeneration, which is pretty good, actually. Now, Shelly is going to heal quite a bit here. Yeah, oh my goodness, 50. Because the Vine Leaf Basket. But we still come out on top. Let's put this in. Probably there for now. Might as well grab the slime and get that combined while we're at it. I guess what we could do... How would we do this here? So we want the slime here. The hammer and the sword up top. Banana here. We don't have a lot of triggering items yet, which is kind of unfortunate. I don't think that's worth it, so let's put this in.
Yeah.
Wow, they got holy armor pretty early. They're going to be doing a lot of damage to it, that flame sword. Holy cow. That's nuts. Pineapple's pretty good. We could scooch this over. Like this. So that we can have the banana up there, the pineapple here. Shielded doesn't really do anything for us now. I guess the chipped amethyst in the backpack cleansing debuffs is better than nothing. Feels bad to remove both of these though, because they do benefit the next shop we're in. That's fantastic though. Okay.
Yeah.
There's our prismatic sword right away. Not what I was going to be going for right at first, but we'll take it. Unfortunately, looks like we'll lose this race. But we do get a health back. So if we're doing prismatic, shaman might be good. Although Wolfpack could be pretty good too, because we could do the armored pups. Especially, that's why we picked up the forging hammer. Okay. So I definitely want to combine that. We don't have enough to combine that right now. I don't think I have enough to sell to get it either. But since the slime does count as a pet, we can buff the sword and hammer right now. I think I'm gonna sell this just to be able to buy this to get it out of the shop. And we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Ooh, we have a lot of cold actually. So they're gonna inflict it with the scroll. Although the scroll is fine-ish because it only lasts for 3 seconds, but it does stack up quite a bit. Because that still is a 20% slow, technically. And I don't think our food is going to be able to out-heal the dagger being buffed. Nope. So I'm gonna probably sell this to grab it. Gloves of haste would be nice. Because we could do that here, actually. Not that it's going to be super useful right at the moment, but gloves of haste. What would be the best way of doing this? I guess we could take this out. There's our pooch. Don't have enough money for him though, even if we sold the stuff.
Yeah.
They've been pretty unlucky on bag space so far, especially if you can compare it to the others. We've only found 3 or 4 bags so far. And they've been small. The stamina bags are definitely useful, don't get me wrong, but the problem with them is that they don't help you until you need the extra stamina. I got the prismatic sword though, which is a huge plus now. Plus we have the gloves of power, which again is huge. So for each mana item, it gets attack speed, vampirism, gains lifesteal, damage on hit per holy, and 4 random debuffs on hit for dark. So we'll put the dark up here. Probably the mana there. We don't have a lot of room to really maneuver a lot of this stuff, though. Holy items have a chance to be on sale, which is pretty nice. Holy items also trigger faster, which it is. So faster attack rate on that's pretty nice. Although I think Super Spacious is going to be the one we want to pick up here. Just for the fact of we really need some bag space, and there's some bag space. We're going to put it here with the doggo. Present's nice, but I don't know if it'll really help us here. Lifesteal up on the sword's pretty good. Actually, I don't think I want that. I do want the sword though, that's for sure. This is kind of rough. We picked up the shielded skill, but we haven't found a single armor yet.
Okay.
Some poison. I think we should win this. Because we have the extra attack speed plus chance to inflict 4 random debuffs. Although they are inflicting a decent amount onto us too. Mostly thanks to the dagger, holy cow. 30% accuracy from 12 lines. Okay, so this is a good start. We could get Box of Riches for the extra generation. We could also grab the Neko in order to open them up into more bag space, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, actually. Snow cake. I don't think that's necessarily the greatest choice for us right now. Oh, there's the armor, and it's on sale. Perfect. I don't think we can get it right now, though. No.
Yeah.
Oh, Hopefully that'll be... Ooh, busted blade already. That's rough. With extra crit chance, too. Double helmet. Luckily, we're getting a ton of armor here. There we go. It's a bit of a late get, but I'm not necessarily opposed to it. How would we do this? Like that. I guess we could do it like this, so that we could still have the pineapple in. I do want the skull badge. I'm tempted to get the emerald for the poison resistance. But I don't think that's super wanted right now. Oh hey, I'm glad I re-rolled then. I wasn't going to. That way we can have shielded here, we can have the hammer here, customer card there. We can combine these here, which will reduce the opponent's healing by 15% each. I'm still not 100% sure how those stack. Another pineapple is pretty funny. We'll save the last three.
Yeah.
Ooh, a lot of vampirism. Plus a little bit of poison here. Although thanks to our armor, we're going to be getting rid of that pretty quickly. Very nice. Okay, moon armor has been acquired. Gloves of Haste is actually a pretty good thing here. I don't know what I would do with the slimes, but there's a possibility for them. Skull badge is also, again, really good. Plus it does give us access to some of the other cards. So I'm going to pick up gloves. Okay. That'll work. Even though we don't have a lot of potions of any kind to speak of. Actually, we could put it here, which would allow us to I don't have any other single procking things, but I'm trying to think. Like, what I'm thinking of doing is if we could put a second slime on top. But it would require us getting another wooden sword and whetstone. It's one of the doggos I don't really want to get. Mana increases attack speed. So that might not be too bad. Those are great. This is what we needed for the Staff of Unhealing, but there was no way to know we would get the Reaper items, so that's fine. Okay.
Okay.
That's a lot of good pity banks. Holy cow. And a lot of potions. Luckily their swords don't have any stacking damage on them, other than the Empower. So we're still good. Present is nice, but not exactly what I'm looking for. I'm actually gonna scooch this up. So this is a shorter cooldown. So that I can... Ooh. Is this worth the chance? I think so. Spikes return damage activated faster. That's pretty good, actually. I mean, normally I would probably turn this into like the vampiric armor if I had the choice. But because we're a little starved on space, I think it's better to get the hold all.
Okay.
My goodness, that's a lot of spikes. Holy cow. We might... The benefit is that we only have the one weapon. The downside is also our damage is not by 3 HP. Holy cow. Well, that was definitely a lucky one. Alright. Definitely gonna swap that back out. Grab the extra space. We could turn this into a cheese slime. Trying to think. That might be more beneficial, honestly. Although I think the armor's probably going to be better. Gain 20 max health and 2 random buffs. I guess we could do that. Guess we would remove this for now. Okay, there's our other slime. Amperism Blood Amulet, which is really good, obviously, with the Prismatic Sword. I don't think there's a better spot. There we go. Okay. And we're just hoping right now, really, for one more space, but two. We're still looking for a prismatic orb, which we haven't found yet. Now they have a lot of damage. Between friendly fire, the blade itself, the daggers, and the phoenix. I think we might lose this one because the phoenix will still revive them, I'm pretty sure, right? Yep. Unfortunate. We were one away. That was pretty close. Pretty close. Alright. Let's see what we get next here. Critical hit ranger. Okay. I mean, we could try for the spear. We'd have to deal with the self-poison somehow. I mean, it's pretty hard to pass up as your first item, though. Let's grab that. Grab the armor. Probably grab the healing herbs. Maybe grab the buckler. We'll see. Alright, so we have regeneration, so we should win this. There we go. That's a pretty good start, actually, those 4 objects. Trying to think of where. Would want to put them all. So all the gloves, and we can put that in. One, we could turn it into an armor. If we get a slime, we can turn it into bag space, because unfortunately we haven't found more. These people have found 2. Getting a spear early is pretty nice, though. Thanks to the customer card. Oof. They have more regen. Okay, so we do find a bit more space here. So... The problem is this build hasn't really shown what it wants to be yet. You know, I kind of want to get the second spear, But I'm gonna grab these because this will get us the most off the top. Okay, so the shield should help us against the sword and the broom here, so that was a good choice here. Although they do have 2 bananas already, so shouldn't be too much of a hassle for them. If we get lucky, there you go. We got out of stamina, but not basing it to happen too often. They do have a lot more health than us, though. That's rough. Weapons deal 20% more damage, attack 25% faster, and have 15% more accuracy. It would be nice if this counted the spear, because you kind of throw it, but that's fine. We didn't have any ranged weapons yet. So maybe investment opportunity, because we got some mana regen already. That works for me. There's a slime. Of course we get the bow afterward. So we're gonna get the hold all. I'm just gonna move it down here though, so it has a chance to heal us from the spear at least. The fact that we haven't found any bag space yet is kind of concerning. They do have more damage on us with poison. They have more healing thanks to the banana. Armor was not quite enough to make up for it. Oh, there it is. Okay. So... let's move all this down here to get that extra armor. So Hungry Blade could also work. Then we get the Whetstone here. So we are using a bit more stamina than I would like. But 1.6 seconds, 1.5, 1.4. The other problem is we've had no bananas thus far. This doesn't really help us at all, so I'm going to put that in instead. Well, there's the banana. What would we use this for? We could go for the dark saber, actually. It's not a bad option. Carrot's pretty nice too to get some debuff cleansing. They have a decent amount of healing here. So I am for sure foreseeing us going out of stamina here, but We do win this. Very nice. That's a pretty good first one. That's pretty hard to pass up, actually. And what we could do... I can take the gloves out for now, because they're not really doing anything. Just boost the carrot, probably. Yeah, we'll hold on to the gold.
Okay.
Alright. Fire spear. Fire sword. So they are going to be doing a lot of damage. They do have a lot of health. And they're getting a decent amount of flame, too. So once our slime combines here, we'll have much better time with our stamina. I don't know if Piggy Bank might be worth it. Can you explain the lore of this game? Honestly, I couldn't. I don't know the lore of it so far. I apologize. There's been no type of exposition, even when you launch the game or anything like that. If you want to think of it like anything, I kind of foresee it like if you're familiar with League, I guess, with like a Reckoning Arena. I mean, there might be some lore in the sense of this was, I believe it's based off of or by the same person that did the Backpack Hero. So that would be the one to probably look at. I also apologize, I'm a little under the weather, so I don't know if I, even if I knew it, I don't know if I'd be up to, or be able, I guess is more accurate, to exposition the entire storyline. Any pack. It is bag space. That's what I wanted to see. It's a bit of a weird one, though.
Okay.
I mean, technically, if you view it like this, you are fighting in the countryside from sunrise to sunset, and sometimes beyond. In that sense, maybe you're fighting for the resources from the mill and all the grain so that you can empty the grain onto the ground to get the leather bags or the grain sacks so you can carry much more. If I had to just make up something on the spot, that's what I would be. Weapons deal bonus critical damage. Gain luck. So eventually we're going for the lightsaber. Lifebinder might not be bad then. I mean, Hunter's on sale, but I mean, it does give us the extra luck for the backpack. But then I probably would have went with a different slime if we were doing this, because it doesn't really work very well with a spaced out weapon. I guess we already have cleanse through the carrot as well, and we have heal throughout investment opportunity, so maybe Hunter's a good choice here. Definitely get the backpack. And what I want to do is move this down. Um, 2.7, that's better. So the reason I want to put this in between them is that they're benefiting each other with both star and diamond. So whenever a diamond item activates, you gain luck. And because of our backpack, whenever we have luck, it increases the crit chance. And every starred weapon gets bonus crit damage and removes armor on crit. So pretty much a triple benefit. I do want this armor though. Now normally I would purchase it for the space it would offer, but that's not super helpful right now. So this is 0.7, 0.6. Don't really have the space for that though. So I'm probably gonna pick up the blood amulet to modify the armor here. Because we are going to eventually get rid of Hungry Blade. Well, maybe. It depends on how many mana orbs we find.
Okay.
There's one. I think we have the armor to out-damage them here. Even though we don't have a ton. Yep. Very nice. Alright. So the vampiric armor deals damage to us, but gives us more armor and vampirism at the start of battle. And then every 2.8 seconds afterward, you essentially turn 10 health into 20 armor. Which is generally good unless you have things like armor bypass or armor destruction. Like the spear, for example. Destroy armor for each free star slot. That applies before the weapon damage, which means you get through more armor. I'm gonna buy this just because it's on sale right now. We don't have heat generation, so it's not gonna be that great for us to get the ice armor. So I think I'm gonna pass on that. We don't have a lot of thorns, so it's not great with the thorn whip. That's our second crystal for the second dark saber. That's pretty good. That's also pretty good. Actually, this entire shop is perfect. So we can take the stone skin potion, combine it with the gloves to get the gloves of power for a little extra armor. We need this for the second dark saber. This is just bag space, which is always good. This combined with the mana orb will give us more consumption for the investment opportunity, which will increase our max health every time it attacks pretty much. So all of this is very nice.
Okay.
Okay. So we get a lot of starting health. And that's the good thing about the vampiric armor, is when you have vampirism and regen, even though you are absorbing health to give you armor, you're essentially giving extra buffer for your life to be regenerated on top of it. Or the moon doesn't really help us here. No rush isn't bad, because it'll inflict cold to slow them down a little bit. And we want to ramp up over time anyway, so I think we'll grab that. Okay. So I'm just trying to think of the way I want to do this here. So I'm going to upgrade the spectral dagger first. And the reason for that is that when you upgrade, normally things are consumed. But if you go to the spectral dagger, which is here, if you notice that the item is green, has that green box around it, it means it's not consumed. So essentially, this will not be consumed by upgrading the dagger. However, if we take it and upgrade the Hungry Blade into the Mana Thirst, it is consumed. So I want to do this first. The other thing I want to do too is upgrade it here. We have luck generation, so I'm not going to need that too much. I would like this in there. I mean, this is nice. We're hitting all the things I want with this. The problem is I might have to take this out for right now, at least, just to get the gloves of power up there. And then put that in. Okay. That's a very buffed burning sword. They're also going to be removing our buffs, I believe, right? Remove 2 buffs from your opponent and gain regen. So they're going to be gaining a lot of regen here. They're going to be stripping our debuffs, or our buffs, which is not great. Because right now we don't have a way of gaining more vampirism. So if they take those away, that lowers our total damage, as well as our way of getting our health back, which it did there. So the only thing is that the mana orb can get us more buffs, but I don't think they'll be able to do that in time here. Yeah, they have way too much regen. The other thing that we could do is turn this into the mana armor. Which would be pretty good too. But we just don't have enough room for that right now. Plus, I do want to buy this. I'll get this out of the inventory as well. What are we looking for here? That's pretty good too. This will give us another spectral dagger, which means more mana usage, which means more max health. Now, unfortunately, we don't really have a lot of mana regen. I guess I could do that. Oh, but then we couldn't. I guess right now it's not buffing our weapons, so right now it's just giving us armor. I guess we should do this then. Chance to resist poison sounds pretty good too.
Okay.
More fire. This is gonna hurt, I think. Luckily, they don't have any buff removal. So our stuff is pretty safe here for the time being. Technically the only buff removal they have is for spikes, but we don't generate any unless we happen to generate one from the stable recombobulator. So right now we are looking for bag space in general. I think I want the mana armor here instead of the corrupted one. Yeah, generating mana is pretty good. There's bag space, even though it's not exactly the one we're after. Prismatic orb is really good, especially on sale. We could swap this out, because we're not really doing much with the spear. Because it's not really stacking up any damage at all. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could sell for 3, 4, 5, 6, and then our lucky clover here for this. Okay. So I do want to move this for a sec. I want to make sure we hit all of these that we can. So one dagger is going to be here. I want the blueberries here. We'll have this guy here. We're going to move you down. I'll explain that in a moment. My reasoning behind it. I'll leave that for now. So I wanted to put the daggers here because the gloves of power are going to make them attack a little bit slower, deal more damage, but they'll also gain us armor on hit, which is pretty nice. So this should be hitting. There we go. So we're gonna want you here, like that. It's probably the best thing we can do at the moment. We'll have to rearrange things later, though. This does look like the best spot for this guy as well. Okay. Ooh, that's a bit spooky. So the Heart of Darkness is gonna steal our regen. Crossblades is going to speed it up by 60%, which is pretty crazy. So they're gonna be stealing a lot of our buffs here. Which is pretty crazy. But we do have enough damage output to get through it. So trying to think where I would want to move this. Probably want to reorganize this later, but for now, that's probably the best spot, which means we probably want to move this over here. 2.5 seconds, 2.7, yep, that's better. Because we probably want this here. Ooh, it's... There we go. There we go. So godly and unique items trigger 15% faster. So what are we really looking for now? We are looking for bag space. We are looking for the weapons that we need to... We haven't come across them yet once. Which is kind of a problem. I do really want to get the armor, but I think it's better to roll and try and get the pieces that we really need. We could get another dagger here too. Trying to think. We can probably sell this just to roll one more time. Fortunately, we don't get it. Okay. I do want to get this though, because we want. There is some gems that we want, particularly the sapphires. That's a little spooky. Tim, chance to steal a random buff with corrupted crystal in there too. Ooh, 221 off the first hit. Yeah, Busted Blade is one of those builds that I very seldom win against, unfortunately. Now their rage is over, which, okay. I say that as we win. Little Chestnut's pretty great. Do I want Little Chestnut, though? I'm gonna sadly say no. Just because the amount of space he takes up. We got another hungry plate. Not what we're looking for, unfortunately. That's good, though. We'll grab the extra. There's the extra space. Okay, I think it's time to reorganize everything now. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of put it like this for now. So I guess this is the better way of doing it. Even though one of the weapons is going to be more beneficial than the rest, technically. If we put Hungry Blade here and here. Oh, actually, we could change this because we're not going to have that there. What we could do is have the daggers up top. Now I do need to make sure we can hit them all here with this. Which we can't, unfortunately. Not if we do it that way. So let's move them down here then. Regardless, they'll be hitting for damage, so it's not the worst case scenario necessarily. Make sure to have these up here. I do want you up here for the vampiric armor. There we go. 2 here. Get the regen up top. We can have our food down here. With the blueberry. Probably just put that in there. Then to put that down there. What else? I think that's it. Oh, actually, what we could do is there. There we go. So the daggers are getting the buffs now. We could move the food up. That looks good. Ooh, they have a snow build. That's kind of rough. Unfortunately, we don't have a ton of debuff removal right now. So we really gotta deal with them before they put too much on us here. Yeah, we're already at 63 stacks. Holy cow. But hey, we got it. On sale holy armor is definitely better than not on sale holy armor. Okay. mana generation's not going to be an issue. Okay, that's one of the sapphires we want, but... Okay. So here's the reason why we want... Sorry about that. Here's the reason we want sapphires. For every 5 mana gained, gain 2 armor. Which is pretty good, obviously. Triple flute. With a lot of armor and Fortuna's gains. That's pretty cool. The good thing is we don't require spikes or empower to really help us out too much here, so this is not going to be doing too much. Nice. Bit of a ragtag selection, but oh my goodness, thankfully we got our first weapon finally. We are losing our vampirism weapon here, but we are going into the build actual. I'm gonna buy this to get it out of rotation at the shop. And then this is gonna go in here next. I guess let's roll here since we only have those. I don't know if we need another prismatic orb. At least not right now. I'd rather save the gold. So it's a mana stun build. They're also increasing the chance or the duration of the stun. I didn't even think about time melting affecting that. But it also gives them extra damage reduction and invulnerability time. Which is pretty cool, actually. They are taking away a bit of our strength here with the shield, unfortunately. Oh, not quite enough. That's a pretty strong build, though. Lots of buffs. Alright, we got our first Dark Saber. On attack, use mana to inflict blind. Deals plus 0.5 damage for each debuff on the opponent. So let's see what this is. Not that great. I think I'd rather go for the extra space here and try and get our other weapon. Nope. There's another mana orb. Okay, perfect. Okay. Okay. I think the healing increase is going to be better overall. I'm actually going to take this and combine it this round, because I think it's probably pretty important to get that operational as soon as we can. So they have poison. Luckily, we're getting rid of a lot of poison here, thanks to our armor. Now they can definitely stack up more than we can get rid of, but... yeah, the unfortunate thing is they're reflecting all of the debuffs onto us right now. Oh my goodness, that poison damage is insane. Okay. those there so we can get those up there. Do I want to buy this right now? Not really. So this is using 0.9 per second. Yeah, we're using quite a bit of stamina right now. We could do this though. Put it here. Swap this around. Like that. Oh my goodness, that's rough. They have a lot of heat and a lot of ice. Now we do have an absolute ton of armor, but their shield's really gonna be taking us for a ride here. Chance to resist debuffs or critical hits. Kinda rough. They're also getting rid of a lot of their debuffs thanks to the chili peppers. So they're clearing our blind pretty well here. Now luckily we're gaining a tremendous amount of health here from investment opportunity, right? Because every time the daggers attack, they're using. Same with the Darksaber. And the Hungry Blade if it can. It's gonna be pretty close though. Oh, yes, we got it. We won. That was a tough one, but we got it. Alright guys, I know this was quite a bit shorter than my usual stream, but unfortunately I think I'm gonna have to call it here because my throat is not doing so hot. Yeah. I also need to go to the store and probably pick up some lozenges and things like that. So, I just wanted to say, if you were joining me here today, I appreciate it for dealing with my sickness right now. Hopefully tomorrow we're even better. Tomorrow the plan is to do Furthest Frontier. So hopefully you'll join me then. If not, I hope you have a great rest of your week. And if not, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thanks, Jackie. I will. I appreciate that. So, once again, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Or a great rest of your week if I don't see you. And I hope you have a great day. Whether it be morning, afternoon, or evening. Depending on your guys' time zone. Thanks again. Appreciate you guys. Have a good one.